Booklovers, I'm Sam, and this is my first YouTube video! Yay! So just to kind of introduce myself and introduce myself as a reader, because what I'm going to mainly be doing is book reviews, I thought I would do the 7 Deadly Sins of Reading tag, which it's kind of an old tag, but I really liked it. So yeah, here we go. So the first question is, what is your most expensive book and what is your least expensive book? And honestly, I could not tell you the last time I bought a book that wasn't from a thrift store, because poor college student likes to get things super cheap. But I'm going to try my best to remember. So I picked 2 that I think might be my most expensive book, but I'm not entirely sure. First one is The Fault in Our Stars by John Green, which is an absolutely amazing book. I got this, I think, from Costco. I don't remember how much it was, but it's one of the last books I can remember not buying from a thrift store. And the other one is Saving Max by Antoinette Van Hugoton. Totally slayed that. That's okay. But I bought this book from Target a few years ago, quite a few years ago. Don't remember how much it was, but I know I didn't get it from Goodwill, so it was more expensive than most of the books on my bookshelf right now. And then my least expensive books, I've gotten many a book from Amazon for the small price of a penny, mostly for classes that I've had to take, but still, penny is a good deal on a book. So this is just one that I chose, which is The Romance of Tristan and Isolde. This one is retold by Joseph Bider, and I had to read this for a history class my fall quarter last year, and I didn't actually finish it, but I really liked it. I bought it for a penny. There's a few other books on my bookshelf that I bought for a penny, but we're just going to go with this one. The second question is, what author do you have a love-hate relationship with? And I don't actually own any books by this author anymore. I used to own a few, but love-hate relationship. And that is Sarah Shepard, who is the author of the Pretty Little Liars series. Oh, Sarah. Reading the original series before the TV show came out, I loved it. Read them like crazy. Finished a book a day, basically. Oh my gosh, they were so good and so intense and so many plot twists, and I just didn't know what was going to happen. It was amazing. And then the TV show came out, and I understand that once you sign away your movie rights, you don't really get as much of a say. The TV show just really angered me, and also came the fact that although the series was supposed to end, she wrote an additional, I don't even know how many books, lots of additional books, and I really loved the ending from the original 8 books of the series, even though it was a cliffhanger. I really love cliffhangers, so I really liked it, and then she continued it, and I just don't know. I really love the way she writes and all the plot twists and everything, but don't love her as much as I did when I first started reading her books. And then the next book is What Have You Deliciously Devoured Over and Over with No Shame Whatsoever. And again, that would have to be The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. I, until recently, have not been a person to reread books very much. Just didn't really like it until now. I think I've read The Fault in Our Stars 4 times since I got it last year. So yeah, and I cry every single time I read it. And then the other one is also the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants series. I have all 4 books. Recently found out that there's a 5th book, which I somehow missed, but read that. So good. Amazing. But I have reread this series many times. I'm pretty sure the 2nd book of my copy is missing the cover because it's so worn out. Love them. Just a lot of fun. Really bubbly books. Easy reads. Next question is, what book have you neglected reading due to laziness? And that would be The Odyssey by Homer. I bought this from Goodwill, I think my freshman year of high school, which was like 5 years ago. Wow, that was a long time ago. We read parts of it in my freshman English class, and we translated parts of it in my Latin class in high school, and I really liked it, so when I found this at Goodwill, I was like, oh, I'm going to buy this, and I'm going to read the whole thing. Haven't even opened it yet. Do still really want to read it, but there's books that are higher up on the list than this one. what book do you most talk about to sound smart? And so I don't really feel like I do this that often. I don't think. I hope not. I don't know. But the only one that I could kind of think of is 1984 by George Orwell, which I don't have a copy of because I actually really dislike it. I don't like it. I read it twice in high school for different classes. And I guess the reason I put this as the answer is I kind of talk about it in the way I talk about the reasons I don't like it. Kind of try to sound smart in that, I guess. If that makes any sense at all. But yeah, don't like it. 6 is, what attributes do you find most attractive in a male character? Ooh, I am very prone to crushes on fictitious characters in books. Fictitious characters are just so great. Some of the characteristics I put down, though, are sarcastic and funny. I really like witty boys and boys that just always have a comeback to everything but aren't rude, and are, like, I guess gentle and, like, funny in their sarcasm. I also put heroic, but in kind of an unexpected way, so not like your typical, when you think of hero in your mind, not the typical image that you get, but just like, the example I come up with is Augustus Waters from The Fault in Our Stars, because I think he's a very heroic guy, but not in a way that you would picture a hero. And then also well described. If a character isn't well described and I can't picture him in my mind, I'm not gonna be attracted to him, or I'm not gonna, like, really get invested in him. So I really like it when characters are really well described and described in a really cool way. And last but of course not least, what books would you most like to receive as a gift? I also had a really hard time trying to think of an answer for this one, just because I want to own all the books in the world, if that were possible. But lately I've been really wishing that I had this series of Unfortunate Events. I really loved this series in middle school and elementary school, and I wish I could, like, go back and reread it without having to check it out from the library. And I have a few of them, but not all of them anymore. I used to have them all. Unfortunately, I don't anymore, and I just really wish I had those so I could reread them, and I've really been wanting to do that lately. So yeah, that is what I would really like to get, all of those as a gift. That would be really cool. Yeah, so that was my 7 deadly sins of reading. I hope you liked it, and this is just a small introduction of what I'm going to be doing here on this channel. Lots of book reviews to come, lots of everything that has to do with books, because I'm a big nerd and I love them. Hope you come back to see more and join this journey with me. Thanks for watching. Bye.